Yeah, thank you, everyone. Good evening. I want to especially welcome you again tonight. Sorry, we started a bit late, but wherever you are watching from, we believe this is meeting you well tonight. Our webinar on how to secure admission into higher institutions in Nigeria. We have had several series. If you are just joining us for the first time, please kindly go to our YouTube channel, eTutor 101, to watch several series or episodes of the webinar. And at the same time, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you like our videos, you share the links with your friends and colleagues. At the same time, click on the notification button to always get notified when we upload a new video or we are live online like this. It's always an eye-opening information anytime we come to share on this platform. We believe this is revolutionary. This will make admission journey easy for as many as possible. Either you are an educator or you are a parent or you are a student, we believe these informations have a long way. This information will help you to achieve your goals and aim of securing admission into higher institution in Nigeria. So let's begin. Today we have a topic before us on how to gain admission into Federal University of Nigeria. So, in the previous episode, we've talked about the categories of universities in Nigeria. We don't need to go back there if you we still need information on the categories of universities, higher institutions in Nigeria, the different types of universities that we have, the regular, the technical, all of them. Please just go ahead and watch that topic on how to secure admission to higher institutions in Nigeria, where we did the preliminary background, okay, on that topic. But today, our case study is University of Lagos, how to gain admission into Federal University of Nigeria, a case study of University of Lagos. So we are going to make sure that we are more consistent to share with you all of the details you need, irrespective of the universities you choose. Apparently, we have just about 40 something federal universities in Nigeria. So it means that in 40 something days, that's just about a month, we can talk about all the federal universities in Nigeria and how you can, gain admission into this federal university. Why is also federal university so important to us? Because this is the universities in Nigeria that is mostly and oversubscribed, meaning that the total number of people subscribing to go to federal universities in Nigeria outnumber the total number of their capacity. That is the total number of people they can even offer the admission are, like ratio 1 to 10. So let's say the capacity is 1, the number of people looking for admission is 10. So it's quite wide. That means that our federal universities in Nigeria are highly and very, very competitive, even irrespective of their location. So we'll be talking about several things that you need to know about all of these federal universities. But our case study tonight is University of Lagos. Let's go to the next one. Yes, yes. In this next slide, it's just to show you basic information about University of Lagos. And our source is actually from the University of Lagos website, which you can also check out or confirm yourself. But we have done all of this for you so that you don't need to be bothered or worried on how to get all of this statistical data about University of Lagos. Number one is the date established, okay? The date of establishment of University of Lagos is October 22nd, 1982. Apparently, I'm an alma mater. That is where I graduated from. So I know this like I know my name. Okay? University of Lagos kicked its operation exactly October 22nd, 1982. Now, number of programs offered in this university, we have 80 undergraduate degree programs, what you call courses like medicine, law, computer science, and etc. as long as it's an undergraduate program, all of them put together, University of Lagos offer 80 of these undergraduate degree programs. And for their postgraduate study program, which is actually not necessarily our concern for this webinar, is that we have 110 postgraduate degree programs presently running at the University of Lagos across all the departments, all the you know, the faculty and the rest of them. So let's go to the third one. The third one is number of faculty. Okay, the total number of faculties in University of the University of Lagos is 12. We have 12 faculties. Okay, we have faculties of education, faculty of science, faculty of creative art, which we call faculty of art, faculty of social science, faculty of environmental science, faculty of engineering, faculty of education, faculty of, we have all together 12 faculty. Then we have number of colleges. Okay, the total number of colleges at the university, the University of Lagos is one college. And apparently that happens to be the CMUL, which is the College of Medicine of University of Lagos. And that college have four faculties: faculty of pharmacy, faculty of clinical science, and so on and so forth. So our concern is not the names for now, but let's just have the data at the back of our at the back of our mind for the purpose of orientation. Then that helps us to know why the school were able to have up to 80 undergraduate degree programs and 110 postgraduate degree programs at the university. Now, total number of institutions are like also college school, but they also offer some other programs at those institutions. Okay, we have total number of 5 institutes in the University of Lagos. We have institute like the Distance Learning Institute, which is now Open and Distance Learning Institute. We have Conference Institutes, which is for the Chinese, the study of Chinese. We have 5 of them. It just to give you an idea. Then we have a total number of 5 schools in the University of Lagos. We have schools like ISL, which is international school. We have schools. All of these also offer programs, because you need to know the wide range of opportunities available even at the university as an individual that have interest about the school. Let's go to the next one, which is Center for Development, African Culture Development, and the rest. We have so many centers, and the total number of centers we have at the university, in the University of Lagos, is 21 centers. 21 centers offering different programs, different opportunity at the same time simultaneously. Also, we have undergraduate admission capacity. What is the total number of people at University of Lagos can give admission at every admission year? Okay, according to NUC and as at the last time we checked for this information, total number of 8,500 undergraduate admission capacity at 100 level and 200 level. When we say 100 level, these are people coming in as freshers using their JAM results only. Why their JAM UTME results only, after screening and the rest of them. Why people that we said 200 level are the people coming that with JUPEB, with A-level program, diploma program, and they are entering through direct entry level. So all of them put together, they cannot exceed, or they are supposed to be 8,500 in total. So if you are looking for admission into University of Lagos, you can see that this is the chance of the total number of people that can gain admission this year. Now, at the same time, don't forget that this capacity can be filled, and sometimes due to one reason or the other might probably not be totally filled. Now let's go to total enrollment, comparing all the 80 programs, the 110 postgraduate programs, the centers, the institute, all of them together. So if they all award uh, admission at each time required. University of Lagos will have total enrollment of over 57,000 students per time. So let's go to the next one. Okay, the next one we also have. Now, what is most important about this seminar tonight is the admission process. And I know that is actually why you are here. Probably you are not even interested in all the data and statistics I've given previously before getting here. Okay, you want to be aware about the admission process, especially for you seeking admission using your JAMB UTME from to enter from 100 level. Now the screening parameter as seen on the screen is JAMB, which is JAMB UTME results, plus your O-level results, then plus your post-UTME screening test. Now, all of this together will be used to grade you and to give you an aggregate. And if we say aggregate, it means that over 100. Now, how did this grading system goes? All right, the UTME score is over 50. Okay, whatsoever you score will be, calculated to be over 50, and you will have your own share of that. Then O-level results is graded over 20%, while post-UTME screening test is graded over 30%. Now, let me also say this categorically here, that University of Lagos have, conduct their screening we call post-UTME admission screening using this grading system. And because of this grading system, it means that University of Lagos will be writing an exam, which is called the screening test. And that screening test is 100% online. Over the years, they started, everybody, if you choose the school, wherever you have to travel down to University of Lagos to take the examination or the test. All right. But over the years now, university, especially since COVID, they've translated this examination to become 100% online, meaning that you will be given the condition at which you can sit at the comfort of your home with a system that has a webcam connected with internet. You're logging. All you need to do is to click and log in. Many other students who don't know how to do this, don't be scared. There are CBT centers where you write your JAM, or that any centers that look like where you sat for your exam, that can accommodate you for this test in order for you to be comfortable. So most of these CBT centers, accredited JAM CBT center, have facility for you to come in and write your University of Lagos screening test. And the test is over 30%. If you calculate this together, the UTME 50%, the O-level 20%, and the screening test 30%, everything will become 100%. So whatsoever you score in each of these will be used for you to calculate your aggregate. And that aggregate is what University of Lagos now bring together as their information to give what is called admission cut-off mark. Let me also stay here before I move to the next slide that University of Lagos will, even till now, number one, will not take a student that is using two O-level sittings, meaning that if you are combining two O-level results before you can have your complete 5 compulsory subjects that makes you eligible to study the particular course or program you have chosen, it means that you will not be eligible to take part in the admission process at the the University of Lagos. That is fundamental. That is number one. So you will not be eligible. So your O-level must be a sitting. All right, and you must have the 5 compulsory O-level subjects. Number two is that for you that you want to study engineering, for instance, at the university, the University of Lagos, you must have further mathematics in your O-level subject combination. That is, after English and mathematics, you must have a minimum credits in further mathematics, plus now physics and chemistry. So Unilag will not take the data processing, computer science, and the rest of them in replacement of further math if you want to study engineering in the University of Lagos. So that is very, very important that you should note that now. So let's move to the next one. Okay, the next one now is your five compulsory O-level subjects. For instance, you want to study law. We're expecting you to have English and mathematics minimum C6. Then if you have C6 in English and mathematics, then the next subject will be literature. After literature, then you have another art or social science subject will be required. And if we said art or social science subject, you will need probably your CRS or IRS, economics, government. Those are out of the three, okay, two also will be added to it. So after English, mathematics, literature, we now need either of IRS or CRS or government or economics. If you add those two together, most especially most times you need government. So people used to say government, okay, after English, mathematics, literature, followed by government, followed by IRS or CRS. So that gives you a perfect five. But economics is also accepted. And even in your JAM subject combination, we've seen situations where economics is actually used, okay, instead of IRS or CRS. So to calculate your aggregate, for instance, if you have sat for the last UTME examination and you want to calculate your chances of gaining admission into University of Lagos. So just sit down. What are the five compulsory subjects that Unilag is required for you to study that particular course? Write them down. What did you score? Write what you score, your grade, A1, B2, whatsoever you score. Then look at this aggregate grade point. Use it to calculate what you score. All right. Use it to calculate your grade. Then look at what you score over 20%. A1 is 40, I mean 4.0 rather. B2 is 3.6, B3 is 3.2, C4 is 2.8, C5 is 2.4, C6 is 2.0. Easy way to remember this is not probably you don't even need to snap it. You just what you need to do now is okay, A1 is 4.0 minus 0.4 from 4.0, then you have 3.6 minus 0.4 from 3.6, you have 3.2. So the difference between each of the grades from A1 to B2, B3 is just 0.4. Let's go to the UTME score. How will you get the aggregate for your UTME score? Whatsoever is score, you divide it by 8. That's why we say UTME score over 8. If you discover UTME is actually over 400, that is the highest score you can ever get in UTME exam is 400. So if you divide 400 by 80, I mean by 8 rather, what you will have is 50. So that makes us to say 50%. All right. For example, if a student scored 320 in the UTME over 8, that student has scored 40 over 50. All right. So let's go to the next one, which is the UTME screening test. I've told us that the UTME screening test is 100% online. And also, let me make this clear at this point too, that there are situations where at the University of Lagos, they might consider not to have a test. And any year that University of Lagos decide not to write test, it means that the whole level will be graded over 50, while your UTME will be graded over 50. And this is peculiar to University of Lagos because there are sometimes we make that decision. So it's not that it's 100% also sure that every year they must conduct screening tests. But they have been very, very consistent. We only have about 2 years since they started the screening test processing to admit students in their process. They've only skipped to use O level over 50 twice. That means over the years, they've been consistent making sure that every year during the admission process, they conduct a screening test for all the students seeking admission into their university. So if you had now the screening test is not available, okay, you should know at least what you have in your O-level result and what you have in your JAMB result. Then that will help give you idea what you must score in your screening test for you to stand a chance. If you need to buckle up, if you need to, take night reading for you to score very well in your in your UTME screening test for you to gain admission. Just like I told you, the admission into every federal university in Nigeria is very, very competitive. Now talking about University of Lagos, the nation's pride, the university of first choice. We have, over the years, for the past 10 years now, University of Lagos has never go down the first 10 most subscribed universities in Nigeria. They are always on that list. So the chances of you securing admission depends on how much you can work to secure the admission. Now let's the next one. The next one is the requirements and documents during processing and after admission. So there are things that is required and document that you must prepare for, especially if you are intending to gain admission into University of Lagos. Number one is what we categorize as the pre-admission. Number one is that you need your JAM registration number. Now, because you are entering through JAM, you need your JAM registration number to apply for the admission post-screening registration or application. Now, from their website, we announce when the form is out, then you apply, you pay online. They don't stress you. You just need that basic information. Enter your JAM registration number. It brings out your detail. You must have choose them as your first choice. University of Lagos, you can't even apply for their post-UTME screening exercise until you have made them your first choice, even before the form is out, so that you can be eligible to write. So for everyone who has made them their first choice, and during the registration, once the registration application portal is open, you just go in there, enter your JAM registration number. It will automatically bring out your details, including your picture. Then you'll be have to supply your email address, your phone number. Then once you do that, it will take you to where you make payments. Then you can automatically, seamlessly register for the post-UTME screening exercise. So, okay, so that is what we call the screening registration. After the screening registration, it's also required that you do screening payment. So, okay, that is the online payment, which actually you pay through remitter, through the portal, and you get this. Then after that, it's post-UTME screening test. You must participate in the post-UTME test. If you did not participate, then you have not, fulfilled all the requirements for the pre-admission. Then after you have been given the admission, sorry, we make a mistake then. This one's supposed to be post admission. That is after you have been given pardon us. Okay. You have to prepare your O-level result. If you are using a waiting result, for instance, for you are writing exam in 2025, you are sitting for O-level examination in 2025. So you know that the school also understand that your certificate will not be ready. Then you can make use of your O-level results, the printout from the computer. Then for those people who have written the exam last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, you are required to provide your certificate at this point of screening after you have been offered admission. Then your school testimonial, your birth certificate. University of Lagos does not accept affidavit. Make sure that the name, date of birth, and everything on all your documents correlate. That is, they match. Any mistakes can lead to forfeiture or withdrawal of your admission. Okay, you also need a certificate of state of origin. We'll talk about how to get all of these documents in our subsequent training or webinar. JAM original results will be required, screening results will be required, which is what to score in your post UTME screening test. Then is your JAM admission letter will be required. Of course, we'll have seen that you have been offered admission from your JAM portal. You go there, accept the admission, then go and go and print out your admission letter. Then reference letter is required either from your church, from your religious body, maybe mosques or Alasa, Alatu, and the rest of them, or from a lawyer that covers you that you stand a chance of moral and academic ability to handle their provisional admission offer to you by University of Lagos. Then after that is the passport photograph. You need at least 2 passport photographs with white background anytime after you have been given admission for your final screening. Then you have the screening form, which once you have been offered admission, the portal will be open for eligible students who have gained admission after acceptance of admission. So proceed to that portal to fill some form, upload some document, and print out the screening form. Most of the form you are going to be uploading online are the things we have listed here. So once you know you stand a chance of getting admission, don't wait at all. Get all of these documents ready so that you can be fully ready for your admission. Next one is now quickly in few minutes. I might not be able to spend much time on this because if you need help or assistance on this, please kindly send us a private message or comment on the comment section. Let us know if you need further assistance. We have a statistics that we do every year comparing admission cutoff mark to the total number of people that applied course by course, or which we mean by program, year by year, that the total number of people subscribing to University of Lagos this year, in correlation with the total number of people that search for JAMB this year, with the total number of the average performers. You know, they've given us the statistics of the total number of people that scored 200 above, 500, 200, 300 above. So, okay, all of this we sit down, looking at the statistics of people that choose University of Lagos, and begins to project what is likely going to be the cutoff mark for the new academic session or admission. So we do this every year for students who are ready to gain admission to University of Lagos and really want to know their chances of securing that admission. But for the purpose of this webinar, what we've decided to do tonight or in this session is to just give you a glimpse or a kind of how it works out. Number one is that we are comparing 2023 stroke 2024 UTME admission cutoff mark with 2024 stroke 2025 admission cutoff mark at in the University of Lagos. Let's take, for instance, Faculty of Arts, Faculty of Art. There are two, you have seen from the screen. When it comes to creative arts, the cutoff mark for merit was actually 67.65 in 2024. When we say 2023, 2024 admission, it means that those students enter in 2023. Those people that start for JAM in 2023. If you say 2024, 2025 admission, it means that those who start for JAM in 2024. So we always use the preceding year of the academic sessions to judge when they start for the exam. Now, so people that wrote exam in 2023, okay, that were looking for admission to University of Lagos, all right, and the cutoff mark used to grade them after the whole exercise is for creative art, for instance. We are just taking sample. The merit is 67.65. Why on the catchment area, University of Lagos have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 catchment area, meaning all the states, because it's a federal university, they have to go by federal character and they must benefit the immediate community. All right. So by this, we have Ekiti, Lagos, Ogun, Ondo, Osun, and Oyo under the catchment of Lagos. And what it means is that the mark will be lower down a little from merit for the university to be able to accommodate them. So if you are from all of these states, you also stand a good chance to gain or in gaining admission into University of Lagos. So if the merit is 67.65 for 2023 admission, 2023, 2024 admission, when it comes to 2024, 2025 admission, on merit, you need 68.825. When you need the admission guide, you can DM us, you can send us a message or an email, and we're able to explain how were they able to arrive at this figure. All right. Okay, because I've told you in our previous meetings in our webinar that admission merit is on 40% of the total carry capacity of the university at each of the program level. Okay, it means that every other things for this now they have to choose other, about 40% based on catchment. So that makes up a total percent of 80% of students that will be taking for each all of this course based on what you are seeing on the screen. So the remaining 20% will be based on educationally less privileged, will be based on inclusive education, which is for those who are disabled, the physically challenged individuals, or will be based on other parameters I've mentioned in our previous webinar. All right. So for this, let me take another course that is very, very important here. Look at Chinese. To study Chinese in the University of Lagos for 2024-2025, the cutoff mark is 70.1. 70.1. Wow, that is massive. Just not law. We are talking about just to study Chinese. And now, as at 2023-2024 admission, the cutoff mark was actually 68.45. It seems that most of the cutoff mark for 2023-2024 admission is lower to what we have in 2024-2025. Not all of them, because this cutoff mark too is dependent on the total number of applicants or candidates that apply for each of these courses. For instance, maybe more people have applied to study Chinese at the University of Lagos in the year 2024-2025. So that's probably skyrocketed or bring the cutoff mark up because they cannot take beyond the number of students that they needed for that course or for that program. They cannot. And by so doing, they also need only people that are within this cutoff mark range is 80% of the total number they are ready to admit. So they need something to just bring out the number so that they can accommodate the 80% they need from the total number of candidates apply based on this cutoff mark. And because of this, they are justified. Their admission of the University of Lagos is more open, it's more real. That if you have, it is sure, except by omission, that if you are under the catchment of merits and you meet up with catchment of merits, your name will definitely come out when the admission list is coming out at the University of Lagos. It's as good as that. So that's why the admission is the most transparent, is the most plain. All right. The only thing people used to think that they are doing Ojoro is they are being partial is because of the 20% that's remaining. But if they are able to give catchment 40%, merit 40%, and it's only 20% reserved for the staff community or the university community and some other special parameters like physically challenged, educationally less privileged. I think it's far fair. All right, far fair. So let's also look at another. I know the courses I think might be much of interest. You want to study law. Last 2 years, which is 2023-2024 admission, is 76.5 on merit, and look at what we have on catchment, a bit lower than that. Then on merit for 2024-2025 is 76.025. You can see that even law 2024-2025 is lower with some few units to that of 2023-2024. So that's why I said this cutoff mark is always based on the total number of candidates they want to admit based on all the parameters that is required for the admission process. I also have here accounting. For instance, accounting 2023-2024 is 76.75 on merit. Y here is on 2024-2025 is 74.4. You can see that it's lower in 2024-2025 compared to 2023-2024. So you will also find out there are some courses, for instance, in 2023-2024 that is higher, that is lower, while 2024-2025 is higher. So you will always find that comparison as you go because of our time. So these are the few comparisons we can make tonight. For medicine and surgery, for instance, which I know is an area of interest, in 2023-2024, merit is 84.675. Why in 2024-2025, merit is 82.125. You can see it's lower in 2024, it's higher in 2023. So these are chances. So don't say the cutoff mark is not stable. It's always based on the total number of applicants. And by the time they do the aggregates, they must take 40% of the highest scorer and 40% of the highest scorer at the catchment level so that they can meet up with total number of quota that they need for admission for each of the department or each of the courses, which is their major goal and major target. All right, for nursing, you will see there that in 2023-2024 is 78.725, while in 2024-2025 it is 78.527.526. So that is okay. It is lower here, it is higher here, it is higher here, it is lower here. If you compare all of that together, then you will know what chance do you stand to gain admission into University of Lagos. So if you have calculated your aggregate based on your UTME score over 50, you have added your O-level result, and already you look at the cutoff mark based on what the comparison we are making right now. And you know, even if you score 30 over 30 in your screening, you cannot meet up. Before you go for your screening, quickly change to the course you think you stand a better chance of gaining admission. And this is the reason why many students fail. Somebody that scored 220 will be telling us that he want to study medicine and surgery. We'll be advising, even if you score 30 over 30, you already have a low UTME score. You did not stand any chance of gaining this admission. Some of us, some candidates will come with a very weak O level. When student who score 320 and having A's in A1 in all the first five, the five required subjects, you know, five required subjects, A1, that is 20 over 20. He scored 320 in UTME, that is 40 over 50. If you had 20 plus 40, the candidate already have 60 score. All right, 60 now is competing with the remaining 30. If the candidate manage to score 20 over 30, that is 20 plus 60, that is 80. If the candidate now choose to study a course like nursing, you can see that candidate have beat all competition, and that candidate will get the admission. But you now, you score 232, you are competing to study law. Law that the cutoff mark is always between 70, and already by the time you had your O-level required grade plus your UTME over 50, you did not even score up to 40. You cannot even score 30 over 30 in the post-UTME examination. If you add it together, your mark might not be more than 50. So if those are the things you've added together, then you know, you have a full idea of what your chances are in gaining admission into University of Lagos to study the course of your desire or to change your course or your program that you desire. So we also have here for other courses like engineering, for environmental science. So please, if you need this information, we can always send it to you via email or any other platform. We might even add to our bio on our YouTube channel so that you can download the cutoff mark for various years for your consumption of. The reason why many people also don't get admissions is because they don't even do their due diligence. They don't go for information. They only need, in fact, even when they consult people to assist them for admission, they are not ready to hear the explanation. They are expecting somebody to come from somewhere and perform a magic for them to gain admission. Admission is not a magic, it has a process. And that's why we are taking our time to make sure we educate and enlighten everyone. Now, finally, is to let us know that there is always a misconception about University of Lagos, which is College of Medicine, University of Lagos, and Lagos University Teaching Hospital. Fine, the College of Medicine, University of Lagos is situated in the same facility where we have our Lagos University Teaching Hospital. In fact, Lagos University Teaching Hospital is actually and principally, established for two purposes. Number one is to accommodate College of Medicine, University of Lagos. Two is to render medical service to the people around the community of Lagos. And the three, which is like an adjoint to it, is also to serve as a training ground for other medical programs. All right. Why I haven't explained this, let's bring it down. Okay, LUT, which is Lagos University Teaching Hospital, and College of Medicine, University of Lagos. Let's talk about their administration. The administration of LUT is by Federal Ministry of Health. It means that all the doctors, the health assistants, everyone working there are being paid by Federal Ministry of Education. Federal Ministry of Health rather, and they are being managed, employment and everything will go through Federal Ministry of Health. Why the CMUL, which is College of Medicine, University of Lagos, every staff they have there, every lecturer, every administration is by University of Lagos. Secondly, who is the owner of these two bodies? All right. It is same federal government. We have a typographical error there, so pardon, please. It is federal government. V is missing in the government. So federal government. Three is, what are the programs they run? Principally, have told us that the facility is actually established to accommodate College of Medicine of University of Lagos to run their program, to raise people who want to become medical doctors and any other program related that is being run by the university that is medical related. But also told us that they also have license to run training, just like we call them special colleges. I've talked about this in some of our programs, that we have what is called specialized. We have colleges, and most of the colleges are specialized schools or institutions, such like College of Health Tech and the rest of them, and they offer specialized programs. So most of the teaching hospitals also are like that specialized college, and they also offer training. All right. Anytime you hear training, you should know that they don't award degree. Vocational editing training and vocational education is being conducted at the polytechnic level or college level. All right. We've talked about this in the previous discussion or webinar. You can go and watch so that you can have adequate information. So programs like ND, HND, diploma program, certificate program are being organized by Lagos University Teaching Hospital under the administration of Ministry of Health. Now we have, and you will get your certificate. Your certificate is relevant. We also tell you these programs or this program that we have at LUTH. All right. We have College of Medicine, University of Lagos. They offer degree and postgraduate programs. All right. That is, out of the 110 postgraduate programs, our 80 programs we said that is being run by University of Lagos. There are some that are under College of Medicine, University of Lagos there. So, and all the programs they offer are all degree and postgraduate programs. All right. So at the end of the day, you'll have sent 5, 6, 7, 8 years, as the case may be, to earn your degree or whatsoever at any of the level. Why this ones offer ND, diploma, and certificate program. Admission mode. Yes, there are programs at the LUTH, which they conduct, that they undertake rather, and you need JAMB to enter. Though the cutoff mark to enter university, to be eligible to even participate in the University of Lagos screening exercise, is 200 and above. You can even want to study medicine and you score 200, you'll be eligible to apply. The issue will now be either you'll be able to meet up with the cutoff mark to gain the admission or not. And that is actually the confusion too. When it comes to securing admission to University of Lagos, somebody that scored 200 will say, at least I scored 200. They said the cutoff mark to gain admission to University of Lagos is 200. Is 200 good enough for you to meet up with the admissible cutoff mark at the end of the day that will eligible you to study the course you want to study? Okay, so we have the admission mode. There are programs at the University of, at the Lagos University Teaching Hospital that will lead to ND or HND or diploma or certificate that you need JAMB. And after the JAMB, you still need to write an entrance exam. All right. But at the College of Medicine, University of Lagos level, you just go through the normal process which I previously explained, which is JAMB or direct entry, and every other thing goes in line with the previous I've explained. Then the screening, both of them require that you'll be screened. Even after the whole thing, they both require that you be screened. When we have University of Lagos Teaching Hospital programs, I will quickly rush through them. College of Nursing. Number one is that they have College of Nursing. Okay, in their College of Nursing, they offer ND and HND, all right, which is not terminal. We'll explain what that really means. I wanted to explain before, but because of time, We'll explain what that means later. We have jam score. Required jam score is 180. And as I'm talking right now, their form is out. Go and check it out or send us a message, then we can help you out on how to go about it. So the jam score is 180. So if you score 180 and you know that 180 is not good enough for you to even be applying for undergraduate program into University of Lagos, all right. So definitely what you need to do is to quickly opt out to College of Nursing, which is under Lagos University Teaching Hospital, to do a program. Then the next thing is, okay, the second school that we have under LUT is School of Health Information Management. They also have offer ND and HND. You must have done ND before you go for HND. Many people also ask this question. It looks stupid, but the truth is they don't know. That's why they're asking. All right. And for you to get admission, that one is terminal. All right. It means 2 years program. Then you need to have scored 150. Their form is out and it'll be closing very soon. You also have another program by the university, by the Lagos University Teaching Hospital, which is Federal School of Biomedical Engineering. All right. I think this was introduced immediately after COVID or something. And that is also a terminal program, which is the jam score for you to be eligible to apply for this is 150. So if you score 150, you can quickly proceed to obtain your form. Then the next one is the fourth one on the list program they offer is School of Post Basic Nursing. If you have not done basic nursing, you cannot go to post basic nursing. Okay, and post basic nursing is basically for 12 years. Under basic nursing, what you have done is like general nursing. All right, but when you do post basic nursing, then you are narrowing your professionalism down to a particular area, and those areas for post basic nursing that you have the chances are the perioperative, we call it perioperative, which is perioperative nursing program. We have the accident and emergency nursing program. We have the pediatric nursing program, the ophthalmic nursing program, the neonatal nursing program, the nephrology nursing program, the critical care nursing program. These programs are run for 12 months for those who already have basic nursing certificate, which is BSc. All right. Then we have the School of Community Health for higher diploma. They have two major programs under that, which is 1 year higher diploma in community health or 2 years higher diploma in community health. They are not the same thing because what you gain at the end of the day determine your level in your profession. The School of Medical and Psychiatry Social Works, they only have postgraduate program for that one, what we call postgraduate certificate. All right. The seventh one is School of Anesthetic Technician, which is diploma certificate you have for that one. For diploma certificate means that there is an A-level program that you must have done. Thank you so much. If you have any question on any discussion, I think we have done a good job with this few points of ours. We are able to convince and not convince you that you have enough information at your fingertip to secure admission to University of Lagos if you actually wanted it. So since we'll be taking questions from all our online and the rest of them, quickly don't forget to contact us on etutors2020@gmail.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel at etutor101, and there you can reach out to us, comment, send us a message, then we'll surely reach back to you. You have admission, you have difficulties or problems in gaining admission, you don't know what to do, please don't forget. We also have a link showing below right now. That is our EduConnect WhatsApp channel. Okay, you can take a screenshot of the WhatsApp channel so that you can always reach us. We make sure that from the next webinar, this channel's barcode is available so that instead of you copying the link, you just scan the barcode and you join and subscribe to the WhatsApp channel to always have admission updates. Like what we just talked about today when it comes to Lagos University Teaching Hospital admission exercise application that is ongoing. The details is already on the channel. So if you are on our channel, I think you need to take advantage of that, or you give it to your friends or anyone who needs that information. So with this viewpoint of mine, I think we'll be able to do a good justice to this tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Miss Faith. Thank you, everyone who have supported in bringing this to life. And thank you also for watching. Thank you for being with us. I remain Paul Adebayo. Bye for now. God bless you.